Here we go for time! We kept on bridging.
Your troops, like you gotta follow up with like, you know, hey Aaron so and so, like how you feeling, like what's the estimated timeline? Like timelines are huge. It's like you said, hey, I need you guys to go dig the latrine. Like how long do you think it's gonna take? It's gonna take us an hour and a half with 4 people. Okay, and then you know, and if they're slow, like hey, you guys gotta hustle up, come on. Right. You're the coach, you're like the head coach. Yeah. As the team, you know, for whatever phase. Ideally everybody for every phase through training will get a chance to be a leader.
Yes. You got a dug out fire circle over there?
I did.
Did or you do?
I did dig it out.
Okay, alright, so let's debrief real quick some of the issues. You two, obviously I already told you what your issue was, but elaborate for the rest of your class, so I'm going to do the same mistake.
I had horrible tree selection. Know your trees.
Alright,
Don't pick a pine.
bring it in over here. Making your prep, it's not straight grain, so it's going to chunk off little sections like so. So making a nice long pencil is going to be horrible, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
Right? What did you learn about hardwoods with pine?
Trying to find these are straight grain.
Alright, bring it in around this platform. The big caveat to this is as I'm checking the cambium layer, what do you notice already? What color is it?
Red.
Red, kind of salmon color, right? So what is that a dead indication of?
Moisture.
It's alive, right? And that's just scraping the bark. So as it keep going down, see how it slushes off and I can almost make feather sticks with the bark? That's because it's full of moisture. So in here, it feels somewhat dry. Touch that. Well, touch it with your fingers. Take your gloves off. All of you touch it. Like a tan into a lighter brown. Okay, so this section is good. How manageable is this size?
Very manageable.
Very manageable. So if I take this down and I go to the top, realistically, how many of you actually use your tree top?
I did.
Sometimes. I did yesterday.
Not normally, right? You probably use the bottom third of the tree for the most part. How many boats can you get from where the bark starts slushing off to the base of this tree? All these trees, right off into the wild blue yonder. When it's right next to my shelter, I can push it off to the trail. I'm not having to deal with slash. I can drag it straight to my shelter site. It's going to take me less than 2 minutes, and I can start bolting it up there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right.
To meet him for his birthday. She ran out of gas, and so she just sat on the road with her dog. She waited there a whole day thinking somebody's got to drive by, and after that whole day nobody drove by. So she actually realized that she saw some potential water source when she was headed that way, so she headed that out there, and she was actually out there for an additional mushroom, but actually very poisonous, so we're going to stay away from mushroom. So back to plants, selecting the right plant. We want to find plants that are abundant around us. Aaron Walker, how beneficial would it be for me if I found a plant that was edible but I hardly ever saw it?
But I think it was just a little camera shy right here. I saw you like look at it or whatever. And you had a few catches, but you're really good at maintaining outward composure. Just checking your notes. There weren't any like awkward pauses during that, so I think you're really good at recollecting when you need to move on.
A minute.
A minute.